All right, welcome back to the Big Hits Podcast. I'm your co-host, D Money. This is,
Julia.
and we just got finished eating breakfast. We had a bagel with cream cheese, basically, right?
It was Laughing Cow cheese. There's a big difference. It's very different.
Creamy cheese. Is that not the premise of cream cheese?
Maybe you're right. No, it's a spread. It's cheese spread.
It was creamy Swiss.
Cheese spread, not cream cheese. Cream cheese is its own thing, dude.
Do you not spread cream cheese?
You do. Cream cheese is a cheese spread.
Yeah.
So the big category is cheese spread.
Like the whole square rectangle conundrum, where a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square.
Yes, exactly.
Cheese spreads are not cream cheese, but cream cheese is a cheese spread.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. And cream cheese is not Laughing Cow cheese. Obviously.
Well, does that brand not have its own cream cheese?
I don't think so. Actually, I have no idea. Sorry,
I'm sorry, sweaty, but yeah, we've been on that new trend where you eat breakfast every morning.
What are you talking about? I eat breakfast every morning.
I don't. What's it called? Every now and then it gets a little difficult to eat breakfast just because I just forget, and it's not just a me thing. Like a lot of people have problems with waking up and eating breakfast.
I wish I had that problem because I feel
You shouldn't have that problem. It's not a problem to want, because you should be eating 3 square meals a day.
Yeah, but I feel like I eat way too much.
Yeah, well, that's a different problem in and of itself. You shouldn't just completely cut out breakfast, you fat ass. You should probably just eat less.
Yeah, but it's easier when like you cut out breakfast. I actually did try almost cutting out breakfast before. I really liked it actually. I would only eat like a small thing. Like I would eat an apple, or I would drink I made a fruit smoothie. A Sprite. I eat a Sprite for breakfast.
Just a whole can of Sprite.
Oh yeah. So that's what I started doing, and it was nice. I would be very hungry by the time it got to lunch, but the idea was that I would get less and less hungry every time because my body's getting used to it.
What's it called? Would that be how it is? Because then wouldn't you like compensate for the lack of food and breakfast at lunch?
So I tried not to. I realized that might have been a problem, so I tried not to. You just no, because if you're making the effort to make a lunch, then you probably wouldn't want to go out of your way to make way more than you usually do. You just make the same amount. Like, oh, I have my lunch. Good. Oh, I'll just eat this apple for breakfast. Good. Check.
But isn't that deprivation of your body? Like,
no, because I usually have either a snack to go with me. I would have a snack to go with me in case I get that hungry. So that would pretty much satisfy me. Like, honestly, like eating only a small amount for breakfast is satisfying. It's just that I don't think that when I eat breakfast, I don't think that going into it. I think, oh, I need to eat this big meal. No, you don't. You only need a little bit, and you'll get full.
To me, the way it seems, like how you went about it was like, because like, so if you only eat like an apple or a smoothie, unless it's like a girthy smoothie.
Smoothies can be pretty girthy. They can be pretty filling.
Like, it was a pack, yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Unless it's a packed ass smoothie. Only eating like one little thing for breakfast, probably not the best, because then you starve yourself for the rest of the day. You don't really exercise, so it's like you're not doing it as a fitness regime. You're just like genuinely eating less. Your body's like not getting the nutrients it's used to, and not only is it getting less than it's used to, it's getting like extremely less than it's used to.
No, that's the thing though. It's just a small change because I'm only eating less for breakfast than I usually do. Because honestly, for breakfast, I would have like eggs, bacon, like this bread, and that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. No, it really is.
So like, I was just trying to reduce that. So it was nice. It was kind of hard to do because I love to eat. I love to eat.
Yeah.
So
you
it was
really
kind of hard to. I mean, I don't currently do it now, but I did do it for like a week or two at the end of.
Yeah, you're like crazy about food. Like, I'm probably twice your size, and like, what's it called? No, I don't think I am, but like,
no, you're not.
You're pretty small. Like,
yeah.
And what's it
I'm
called?
not that small.
You eat more than me.
My double chin says otherwise.
On like your lower end days, you eat like the same amount as me.
Probably, yeah.
And I'm a growing boy, so.
I'm a growing boy.
At 20 years old,
I'm a growing woman.
Still growing. I'm
a growing woman. How am I supposed to grow into my
I'm sorry,
my boss,
Sweaty.
my big boss.
Sorry, Sweaty. First of all, women can't be
Slacks.
bosses of anything. Third of all,
I'm gonna be a boss.
Third of all, women are fully grown by the time they're 10. So
not a joke. I was this height when I was in 5th grade, which is
you'd
10.
Be about 10, yeah, 10, 11.
I was actually a little taller.
The height is 5'6".
I actually shrunk half an inch.
Her height is 5'6", 5 feet.
No, I'm not 5'6".
6 inches.
I was 5'5", and now I'm 5'4.5".
Oh shit!
You didn't know that?
Well,
I'm not 5'6". I was never 5'6".
I'm 5'7".
I was never 5'6" ever in my
you're
life.
Pretty close to my height.
I'm 5'5".
Short,
But now I'm 5'4.5".
Short kings.
Short kings. I'm not a short king because I'm a girl. Right?
Yeah.
Let me take that off.
Patriarchy. Yeah, you had a sleeping mask on.
On my head, whatever.
You don't just have a sleeping mask. You have like an ergonomic sleeping mask where like it
Really?
contours to your face and shit.
Oh yeah.
It's padded and everything.
It's called restoration. It's really nice.
It looks like a bra for your eyes, is what it looks
It
like.
does, honestly.
Eye
but
boobies.
eye boobs. Eyebrows. No, it's really nice. It's really helpful. Not when you're going to sleep because it's kind of uncomfortable unless you're really tired. But let's say you wake up, the sun wakes you up. You put these babies on, you can sleep for another hour or two.
If you wear,
makes you
if you wear
sleepier.
babies, you get to go to sleep faster. Proven
No,
fact.
babies make you want to
Fact.
die.
We were talking about how you woke up and you're like, I think if I were a mom, I'd be a fat mom. Or something like that. What were you saying?
Yeah, like because I was talking about how
Yeah.
Moms have that like mom glow when they get pregnant, pregnancy glow or whatever, mom glow. When they have a child, they just like they have something else. There's just something about them that's like so beautiful. I feel like that would not be me.
No, you're pretty ugly in and of itself, and like to have a baby like destroy your body.
Exactly.
I would hate you. Like I'd probably.
I would hate myself too. Yeah. I'd be pretty hideous.
I'd leave the family.
I would,
assuming that
I would leave myself.
I'd even bother having kids with you.
I would probably drop out of school or college, or I would drop out of my job, or wherever I am.
Honestly,
yeah.
At that point,
Probably,
just don't even just have an outer body experience and just dissociate.
Yeah, dissociate from myself. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pathetic.
Yeah, I know.
Like I straight up hate you. Like this is
I hate myself.
Bit aside for the podcast. I genuinely fucking hate you.
Oh my god. No. Oh my god.
No, imagine if so.
Guys, we have some pretty dark humor.
Pretty exciting news for you. Yeah, so we do got some pretty exciting news. I just watched Spider-Man. It's pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't just watch it. I watched it. Today is Friday, so I watched it Tuesday, 3 days ago.
How was it?
Amazing. Sorry.
Okay.
No, the Amazing
Not the
Spider-Man's
Amazing
the one.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's the other one.
Okay, but you love Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you don't have to love Spider-Man to know that Spider-Man's the best character.
Yeah. You love every single one of his movies, down to Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man 2 is probably, from what I hear, the best Spider-Man movie that they've ever had.
Or do I mean Spider-Man 3?
3, that's the
I'm
one
talking
with
about
Venom.
Spider-Man 3.
See, I was having a heated but composed argument with my friend on the way back from Far From Home, about Spider-Man 3. Because we were talking about who what Spider-Man we like. Then he obviously likes Tom Holland,
The new one.
the new one. Andrew Garfield, I didn't mind him, but I didn't really care for him. And then Tobey Maguire, the OG, he's the best one to me.
That is silly.
Why?
That dude's so silly in the Spider-Man movies.
The 1 and 2 were he was fine, but it was when it came to Spider-Man 3 that
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just so fucking cringy.
That's the only one I know.
Yeah, because that one came. You bought
That
a
one
PS3.
came with the PS3 at Costco.
It wasn't just at Costco; it was a worldwide and national.
No, but Costco had this deal where it came with Spider-Man 51st Dates.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider-Man 51st Dates and Night at the Museum.
Yeah,
And
that was just the movie bundle with the PS3 because
This is the movie bundle, and then it also had a bundle that had Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. No, it was Ratchet and Clank or one of those.
Yeah, but long story short, shut up. But no, we were talking about how what
Call of Duty
was
4,
our
sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Call of Duty 4.
Just going back to that.
For you gamers out there.
For those of you who, for those
my fellow
hundreds
gamers.
of people who are shaking in their boots.
Those millions of us
at
gamers worldwide that got mad that she didn't say Call of
yeah.
Duty 4. No, but we were having just a quick little discussion about what our favorite Spider-Man movie was, because the dude gave Far From Home a 6 out of 10, and I was like, you fucking idiot! Did we not watch the same movie? The fuck? Why are you giving it a wrong rating? And
I'm sure it was 6 out of 10.
It was definitely a 1200 out of 10.
Why do you like Spider-Man so much?
Not to spoil the movie, but Tom Holland is in it.
Okay.
Spider-Man shows up.
Okay. It is a Spider-Man movie, right?
It's a Marvel movie.
But Spider-Man is the premise of the movie, right?
The premise of the movie is saving the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I thought it was the Spider-Man movie, because that's what everybody's calling it. The Spider-Man movie.
So we were talking about which one was our favorite movie. And I said, well, I forget what he said. I think he said Tobey Maguire's second movie. This is Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock.
Oh.
The 8-armed motherfucker.
Is that where he kills his friend's dad?
No. Is it?
Yeah, it is. Because in Spider-Man 3, the whole premise is that
Harry's
he's trying to get back at Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Man 1 is where he kills... Well, he doesn't kill the dad. Dad kills himself.
Well, yeah, he does, technically, yeah.
Yeah, because he stabs himself with his hoverboard.
Yeah.
We
have hoverboards
in peace,
now.
Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
No, but because he said he liked Spider-Man 2, the original Spider-Man 2, with Doc Ock, Dr. Octopus. No. But I told him that one was cool. However, I really liked Spider-Man 3. With Venom and all that. And he's like, you do know that's the worst rated one on Rotten Tomatoes, and Spider-Man 2 is the best one on Rotten Tomatoes. Everyone really likes it. And I told him, I was like, and he's like, why do you like it? It's like clearly bad. And I told him, I was like, I don't care if it's bad. I don't care if Rotten Tomatoes tells you it's bad. I thought it was really cool. Imagine being a little kid, being really into fucking Spider-Man, seeing the first Spider-Man, hearing that a second movie's coming out, being excited about that, then hearing a third movie's coming out, being super excited about that. And then not only that, you have Spider-Man versus Venom. The coolest villain in all of Spider-Man is always going to be Venom.
And of course, Tobey Maguire becomes an emo boy. Yeah,
he becomes an emo boy. But it's to me, as growing up as a little fat kid, not really any friends. Yeah, I had to watch movies and all that because my parents wouldn't really let me go out. I sheltered life, and seeing Spider-Man fight.
How old were you?
I was I don't know, when
7?
did it come out? Yeah, 7, 8.
Dude, that's not sheltered. That's just being a parent.
No, I had little friends running around the hood at that age.
But that's a really young age to be running around outside the hood.
Yeah.
Well,
the hat.
I would do that, but
I was a hood rat.
But no. I didn't. Nah, whatever.
No, but as a little kid,
safe.
Seeing Spider-Man fight basically what's an evil version of Spider-Man, and then get a whole new suit. That's the most insane thing in the world to me.
The black suit.
The black suit, yes.
It was just the same suit, but covered in the slime.
But it was the black suit Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Marvel, literally every movie you'll see there's a difference in every character's costume. There's a slightly different pattern. The colors are a little different, or whatever. But they change the costumes every single movie. Every character you see in every movie, aside from the Hulk, obviously, gets.
You mean those little purple shorts? Same all this time?
I don't know, but I don't keep track of his little shorts. But
what if one time they're jeans and another time they're
he has a suit on,
sweat.
He has a full business suit.
Oh my god, they're
no, but you know what I'm saying, kids now are spoiled as frick with new costumes because we have 4 million superhero movies coming out every week, and each Marvel movie each character gets a new costume, yada yada yada. Iron Man's got 50,000 of them. And they all even the new Spider-Man, every movie's got a new costume. So Homecoming, he had his startup costume, his like little sweatpants and like a sweater and the ski mask.
Oh yeah, that was the best. It's on Netflix now. That's cool.
That's the Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, Spider-Verse. Sorry, because I was thinking of the Spider-Verse because he had the hoodie. He had the Spider-Man hoodie.
Yeah, well, he had the costume, the Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, and he had that too, like the literal like Halloween costume.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, and then he has like the Iron Spider suit in Endgame. Spider-Man gets his like two new suits this movie, and like he didn't even use he uses the Iron Spider suit, but like not the way you think.
It's interesting how like I didn't know there were like the different universes, the different like parallel universes where there's several different kinds of Spider-Man, and then there's a Spider Girl or whatever. What's her name? I didn't know about that. Oh yeah,
Spider Girl. Yeah,
I didn't know about any of that, and that's really interesting.
Or she's a Scarlet Spider, Silk Spider. Silk, that's what she's called, Silk.
Oh, the Silk Spider?
Silk, just Silk. Silk.
Well, I'm glad they didn't just make her Spider Girl.
Yeah, that'd be really lame.
That'd be lame, man.
She was like, traditionally what I've seen is that Silk is like an Asian girl from another dimension.
Oh,
and she's like Gwen Stacy
the one with the... Wasn't it the one with the robot?
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
That's Spider, or SP, like // DR, something like that.
Oh.
I think I'm thinking of the right one, because I'm pretty sure Silk's she's like an Asian girl from another dimension. So whitewashing, unless like when like I'm thinking of a different Silk.
Probably something else because unless Gwen Stacy was supposed to be Asian.
No, I know Gwen Stacy also has her own like spider personality, but like speaking of changing someone from a person of color to white in the movies, the opposite happened this time actually. So, like the Little Mermaid's black now?
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't really read much into it.
To me, at first, the whole argument of her not being black was kind of stupid because, like, I've never read the actual Little Mermaid, but obviously, like, what does it matter if she's black or white? You know,
it doesn't really, it doesn't change.
If it doesn't add any dynamic to the story, if there's no premise to her having to be white, then why does it matter? You know, that's what I thought at first.
Okay. There's something else to it.
Well, I guess like the Little Mermaid, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into it, but like the Little Mermaid is European.
Well, Anderson, right? What's his first name? Someone Anderson.
Something Anderson, and then like
the famous
European, more specifically Danish.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's like the whole premise of the original story or whatever.
A lot of like stories originate like that
from the Danes.
What's his name? Someone Anderson.
Hutch ass.
What are you saying?
I accidentally said Hutch ass.
What is that?
I don't know. Hutch ass.
What did you mean to say?
Isn't it Hutch Anderson?
No. And it's not Wes Anderson because Wes Anderson is living today.
Yeah. No, but then people were saying, oh, well, I mean, like, you know, yay for inclusion, but it's like, if you really want, like, if you want accuracy for it, of the Little Mermaid is, what's it called? I'm gonna be more like portrayed more accurately in the live action. Then why wouldn't
Hans Christian Andersen? There we go. Hans Christian Andersen. Yeah, I remember learning about him.
Yeah, but like, you know, like people are like, yeah, like she's like a little Danish girl in the area. Like, how are you gonna have like a person like a humanoid kind of thing not be like represent the area she's from? But then that got me thinking. It's like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, right? Like. There's you pick and choose your battles. Like there's some where it's like, yeah, whatever, you know, like you can like play around with the race because they don't have to be traditionally white. But then it's like the Little Mermaid, she has like, you know, they say she's supposed to be Danish or like from there. But then like you think, then like there's a third argument that I thought about where it's like, just because she's from like that sea, you know, she's from the sea, she's not from the land. So she's not mating with the people on the land. She's not like, you know.
She is.
Well, yeah, she does. She does end up.
I have something to say about it too, though.
But it's like, you know, she's not. Like, I don't know about you, but the fishes in Lake Michigan don't look anything like me.
They're not very sexy. I wouldn't smash.
I'm not the same color as any of those fish.
No, me neither.
Would you say you're the same color?
No, I would say I don't even have the same like
skin.
What is it like?
Epidermis.
Epidermis. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the waters that preside near you don't reflect the people on your land, you know?
No,
So
but
it's like there's no reason for her to be like completely white because she's by wherever. Is it Netherlands that those are the Danish?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think you're right though. But here's the truth.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
Because you're a woman, I'm a guy, so I.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, because like someone's like, well, she'd like, someone brought that argument up where it's like just because she lives in the sea next to the Danes, them Danish boys, doesn't mean she's gonna reflect what they look like. And then she said, like, it was on Twitter, so you know?
She said,
yeah,
you gotta give credit. Who is it?
No. But what's it called? Then they were talking about how if you want to portray it scientifically accurate with like location and all that, she is in pretty cold water and to survive under such and to like reach the sea floor and to survive such heavy pressure, they would be more shaped like manatees and they would have like really dark skin to like absorb that sunlight better and heat themselves and they'd be really fat and blubbery. I'm like, dog, no one wants to see the little mermaid. They just let them live in like the humanoid fantasy of what a mermaid looks like.
Yeah, it is a fantasy. So
yeah, and it's like I don't mind the character change because realistically, if you're gonna go to see the Little Mermaid, you're gonna go to see the Little Mermaid.
I mean, there's already the original Little Mermaid. If you're really worried about like her being white, just watch the original.
Yeah, just stick. You already got a white one.
You already got it.
Just watch that shit.
Yeah.
But then people are like, I want to see a person do it. And it's like, well, people are. Those voices aren't made in the computer, buddy.
What are they talking about? They want to see a person.
Like they want to see an actual human being in the movie, not like just a little cartoon.
A CGI? Or what are they doing? A CGI?
No, you fuck. Like they want to see the live action.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so they want to see an actual person play the Little Mermaid.
That's stupid. You can watch. There are so many white mermaids in media. Just watch. What is
like
it?
Ariel.
What's
H2O.
Yeah, H2O. There we go. Yeah, H2O.
Mako mermaids or whatever.
Come on, so stupid.
Like, get over yourself. But I want to see the Little Mermaid. I've always wanted to see her be white. Like, bitch. Let me tell you now. Like right now. No. That's the argument. Because like it's also tricky because it's like on one hand you want I'm thinking like these little kids could give less of a fuck about what's going on.
Probably.
No, but listen here, the reason like it's such an uproar is because it's specifically for these little kids. Like you hear all these like, you know, like it's not for adults to be like, hell yeah, like representation in media for us adults. It's like it's representation in media for like mainly the kids. Because it's like, to me, it's like...
That's what they grow up with.
To me, like, a kid's not going to give a fuck if they're, like, black or white.
No.
You know, green or blue, whatever. But
they
then
really
it's also,
don't,
like...
Yeah.
It's also, like, imagine being that kid who only ever sees, like, white people. And, like,
then it
everything
matter,
they watch.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like... maybe it doesn't matter as much to the white kids. Seeing as they have, like, a whole bunch of people they could, quote-unquote, look up to. But it's, like, these, like, little, like, you know, kids of color. You know, they're going to actually care because they're going to be like, oh, shit.
They look like me.
Yeah, and that's what the whole premise of it is. And then people were getting mad at Disney saying, like, oh, you guys are just using the token. What is it? What do they call the token?
Token black girl?
Yeah. It's like the token black girl. Just you guys just want your money, this and this. But it's like...
Well, I mean, I don't think that they're using that correctly because a token black girl is usually a secondary character. Yeah. That is,
it's just a support, just to have them in there.
That is like there and really successful, and it's even better because they're black or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
like a support. Yeah, so that's being used not
they're
correctly.
using it to monetize like the race as opposed to actually like represent it. But like to me, it's like, why would they do something like that's like quote unquote so controversial for money?
That's a good point. Like, maybe because it could be controversial. Like, but also it could be controversial, like, oh, another white princess. I don't know.
It's I mean, like, yeah, I get it. It'll be controversial either way. But it's like realistically, if the Little Mermaid was originally casted, like, for the live action as a white girl with red hair, who would say anything against it? Like, 'cause you really can't. You know, it'd be like, oh, she's okay. She looks like Ariel. Yeah, that's cool. And people would be like supporting the actress because she'd look like Ariel, and they'd be like, oh, she's so pretty. She sings so well. This and that. Like no one would care, but because she's a black girl.
Yeah.
Or, like a bunch of like upset white people are in uproar.
Also, if it mattered so much that she was Danish, what if like I mean,
she can go get.
What if there's like a white like I don't know French gal, and they're like,
well, like
oh, she's French.
people were like yelling cast a French girl to play what's her name, Belle.
Yeah. Oh, did they really say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
no, because people were arguing for the Danish shit.
Yeah, and then it's
like people who were for the Black Little Mermaid were like, how come when she's black it's suddenly like a huge scandal, but like y'all didn't care that the actor who played Belle wasn't fucking French?
Yeah.
How come y'all didn't care?
It's like very clearly.
It's clearly
a
about
race.
Yeah, it's not like I want to see the mermaid the way she was because she should be Danish. Like, bitch, she's in the water. Like, you know, like I don't remember the last time
she's not Danish. She's Pacific Ocean.
I don't remember the last time TSA has ever passported a fucking fish.
Yeah.
You know, like
well,
she's like transcontinental. She could go anywhere she wants.
I guess she could, right?
You know?
Well, maybe not. Maybe the waters are different, but here's my whole thing on it. So people were saying how like, oh, then why are you can change these characters to become black, but if we change black characters to become this, oh, it's such a big deal, blah 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 blah, whatever. And people were saying that a lot of times black characters, their race has a significance and has a big part of the story, whereas white characters, a lot of the times their race is overlooked. It's already assumed. They're assumed to be white, so their race isn't a part of the part of the story. It's not a part, like they're, you know, like the white culture. I don't know.
The meta is a white character. Like if someone tells you a whole story about this person,
they'll assume they're white.
It's white,
right? So if you're taking a character who was black originally and turning into white character, that would change the story completely because their blackness is a part of the story.
So the thing I saw was that some guy, his argument was like, well, if we're just changing races, like whatever.
Yeah, like
then why don't we like the next, like if there's a Martin Luther King movie coming out, Leonardo DiCaprio better play that motherfucker. And it's like, dog, I don't think you understand, but Martin Luther King Jr. His whole premise is him being black and being abused because he's black, and like him representing a whole populace of people.
It's even more sad that they would take an actual event from history and compare it to Little Mermaid, because Ariel's race was not a part of the story.
No, it was just just a fucking mermaid trying to love some dude on land.
Yeah.
The whole premise is her.
As long as you have a human, not a human. As long as you have a mermaid, whatever color she may be. I'm surprised they didn't make her like blue or purple.
That's kind of weird. I'd imagine like gray or like a darker like brown.
That's what I meant by blue or purple, like a darker, more neutral blue or purple. Yeah, not a bright one.
Even then, like at that point, because even when, unless it's like tan, or like a shade of brown, you know, or not it, but the person, the character, unless they look, you know, they're tan or a shade of brown, you're never gonna assume that they could represent a person of color. Because like to me, I see Ariel's like whole like silhouette with like purple with like yellow hair or some shit, like some crazy colors. To me, I'm gonna think like that's definitely like a white person kind of shit to do, you know? Like to me, if they were like to reimagine like some crazy colored Ariel as a person, like a person, to me it'd show up white.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to you know?
Yeah.
It's really hard to keep race out of it. But it's like the automatic assumption is that a character is going to be white unless otherwise stated, you know?
Yeah.
And like that's what they're trying to get at with to Disney casting Black Ariel. Maybe it was about, you know, like inclusion and all that, but like I doubt they were like, oh yeah, this is how we make the bag, you know, make the big bucks. We cast the black girl that like no one really knows about, give her fame, and then
they'll make the big bucks just by making a Little Mermaid movie. They would have. I think they know if whether she was white or black, they would do great with their movie. I think it would be completely fine. By the way, we should totally go see it. I want to see it.
I'm down.
It's probably. Actually, I hope it's really beautiful.
Because Disney's live action stuff, low-key, looks kind of whack to me. Because I went to go see Aladdin. It wasn't bad. It was actually, I really liked it. The music was really good. I liked it all. But it's just like, I don't know, like watching it like as a kid versus watching it live action, to me personally, it's like
it lost the magic?
The live action it just doesn't have what like the movie did as a kid.
I don't know why, but I feel like Little Mermaid. I feel like Little Mermaid might be magical.
Huh?
I feel like Little Mermaid might be magical because really it's cool. Underwater. So I'm excited for that.
Like I watched Beauty and the Beast, the live action one too.
I didn't.
It is whack.
It looks whack.
Straight up, not having a good time, bro.
It looks whack.
It is. It was. And to this day, I still believe it is.
I would watch Aladdin though.
Atlanta? What'd you say?
Aladdin.
Oh, I thought you said Atlanta. I'm like, well, you can't really watch it.
If they ever made a what's it called? What's the movie with Atlantis? It's just called Atlantis,
right? With the guy and the girl with the blue paint. Yeah,
I'm pretty
sure it's Atlantis. Yeah.
If they ever
white hair, blue face paint.
Yeah. If they ever remade a live action of that and made it really good, I would so go see that. I really like that movie.
For that girl from Atlantis.
Yeah.
I want to point out she was dark skinned.
She was. So if they don't cast somebody correctly.
No. Like she was dark skinned and she lived underwater.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Dark skinned and lived underwater.
You're right.
No one gives a shit about that.
No, but because
start an uproar on Pit. No,
but here's why. It's because that's how they started out.
Because it wasn't a big movie.
It wasn't, but I really liked it.
But like you see how no one's citing the fact that Ariel lives underwater and she's supposed to be white skinned, but this girl lives underwater and like.
But this is probably the reason though.
Like the fuck is she?
The first movie of Atlantis ever made was that. Well, I don't.
The girl lives in Atlantis, deep under the fucking sea. What sun does she get to be dark? Ariel pops up porches on a fucking rock, and she's got to be white. Like, dog, like seriously. Like, where's the logic? You know, like...
I'm just thinking of that person that was talking about the actual anatomy. Like, oh, if she really was underwater, she'd be blubbery.
She'd look like a man, and she'd be like, big and fat. She'd have, like, a thick skin.
That's probably true, but that's not the point. We want a fantasy land here. We don't want to see whales.
No, but the argument was
whales are beautiful.
The argument was that if you want to portray her accurately, let's talk about accurate then. You don't want some skinny ass dainty ass
I see
mermaid.
Like they were trying to make the point like
you want to make her accurate, let's go for it. Let's make her accurate. Let's give her like
let's go 100% accurate.
Dark gray skin, a big snout, some whiskers and shit.
Yeah.
No fucking mane like she has now.
You know what that makes me think of?
A horse, underwater horse.
No. You know what that makes me think of? I don't know if you want to talk about this movie, but like a few months
Spider-Man
ago.
3?
No.
Oh, let me finish. I never finished that. Yeah, just like real quick side story. Yeah, so the kid. So I was with the kid. He's like, "Oh, Spider-Man 3 such shit. Why did you care for it?" And I'm like, "Well, what's the point of this conversation? Are you just trying to make me feel bad? Like, bro, like representation. I thought Black Spider, you know, like the Dark Spider-Man and all that, like the dark side, was cool as a little kid. And there was like a little Mexican kid in there. You guys probably didn't see it, but he was just like a little side character walking around. But there was a little kid that was tan, and I was like, "Whoa,
really?
What if I got to see Spider-Man? You know,
Aww.
how sick would that be?
What if I was that tan kid?
Unless I'm thinking of a different movie, but I remember like one of the
Miles Morales was half black, half Mexican. Puerto Rican.
Not Mexican, no.
Ooh.
Puerto Rican.
Oh, guys, crucify me! Crucify me!
I'll kill you.
I'll straight up kill you.
I'll murder you. I'll fucking end your life.
Oh no.
No, because I know he's Puerto Rican, or at least this is why I think he's Puerto Rican because what's it called?
The type of Spanish.
No, it could also be Dominican.
Wait,
I can't tell the difference. I know Spanish straight up from Mexico. I don't
know.
Do
Puerto Rican people speak Spanish or do they just speak English?
Well, they speak both, right? Like a different kind of Spanish.
I don't know. I thought maybe they.
I don't want to say Spanish.
I'm sure they speak mostly English.
I don't want to say Spanish
Actually,
because like, you know how like. What is it? There's like
Portugal
there's French. They're speaking
Portuguese.
French. There's like yes. No, but you know how like there's speaking French and then there's Creole and then all that shit.
Oh, like Louisiana?
Yeah, like there's different like categories.
Well, that's because of colonialism. So maybe there was some colonialism going on.
The whites.
Portugal.
The whites. No, but you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to say like, because maybe it's their own like little dialect. But I don't know. I don't have enough to like comment on that, you know?
Right.
But the reason why I either know or think he's Puerto Rican is because there was this guy we went to high school with. He's a few years older than us. He wants to be a big actor in Hollywood, and he said like the one character he wanted to grow up for was to be Miles Morales. But I was like, dude, you can't grow up to be Miles Morales. That kid's 13. You're overgrown. You're well over like 18 now. Like, sorry to burst your bubble, buddy, but You have a beard. Miles Morales is a preteen.
Yeah.
You know. But what were we talking about? We were saying...
And I'm tired of seeing 13-year-olds, 15-year-olds being played by like 18, 20. Yeah.
Zac Efron could still play a fucking high schooler.
No, he can't.
He can still play. He's like 30
not after
something.
Ted Bundy.
I don't want to see his ass cheeks in a High School Musical ever again. Dude, that Ted Bundy movie, did we ever talk about that? Dude, we're just a movie reviewing podcast.
Yeah, today is the movie review podcast edition.
Yeah, so these are my thoughts on the Holocaust.
Oh my
it was
God.
bad.
I agree with you.
That's bad.
Yeah. I had relatives that were there.
I thought you were going to say I had relatives. Like, that's not really relevant.
I had relatives.
Yeah, you said you said you're part Jewish?
Not confirmed. No, not confirmed, but if I was any part, it'd be a very small, like a 1/8.
1/8.
Like great grandparents.
Rest up, great grandma and grandpa.
Oh my God.
My great grandma and grandpa in law, right?
Yeah.
By the way, will you marry?
Oh my God.
Stage to propose right now.
Yeah.
What's it called? No, but we had bagels, right? That's what we. No, because you ever think of something and for like the longest time you can't like remember what you want to think about, but then I don't know.
Then it just pops up in your head.
I don't know how.
Yeah,
to
just
word
like
it.
right now for me, what pops in my head right now was the Walrus movie.
Oh my God. What's it called? No, because I was trying to remember. We talked about this like literally like half an hour ago. We ate this half an hour ago, but I was trying to remember what the fuck I had for breakfast.
Oh, we had bagels and 2 chicken nuggets.
No, we didn't. We had just bagels.
Each of us had 2 chicken nuggets.
We had just bagels.
Come on, admit it.
Just bagels. And that's it.
Admit it.
I did. I admitted we just had bagels. I just had bagel.
Yeah. But anyway, a few months ago we watched this epic movie. I forgot what it was called. Walter?
Oh, Tusks.
Tusks. I don't know why I'm thinking Walter.
So, yeah. So
was the Walter a character in it?
I think Wallace was the guy's
Wallace.
name.
Oh God.
Is it so Tusk is a movie about this douchebag guy who films podcasts.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So we can grow up and inspire to be him. Anyway, so long story short, he goes to this one place. Oh, he like talks to famous people and interviews them, or like social media
Roasts
sensations, and talks about like how like they got fucked up, or like how like just like ask for them to give him wild stories to talk about on the podcast. And he was going to like I think it was Canada, or the States, or he was from Canada.
Okay, he was going to Canada. He was from the States. He lived in like California, LA, or something like that.
But yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. But like he went to go talk to this kid who accidentally chopped off his leg with a samurai sword, and like when he gets there, he realizes the kid like killed himself because he just couldn't live with the embarrassment of it all. So now he doesn't have a story for his podcast, but he walks into a local pub, sees that there's a posting saying, "Oh, like crazy stories. Like if you like, I've lived across the 7 seas. I've been to Antarctica. This and this. If you want to hear some crazy stories, give me a call." So he calls the guy because he needs something for his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the funny part was that like the kid who cut his leg off and then KMS'd, the podcast guy walked in on his funeral.
Oh yeah.
But
the whole thing with this dude is he's like a huge butthole.
Yeah, he's a jerk. He's a dick,
so to speak.
His girlfriend hates him. His best friend and his co-host hate him. The best friend and co-host are the same person. No, but like to make a long story short, he meets the guy with interesting stories. The guy sedates him.
He's an old man.
Fused, like
it's creepy.
I don't want to say fused, but he stitches the guy's skin together with a fake walrus suit made out of other people he's murdered.
Yeah.
So they're old like skins. He's made a whole walrus suit. He cuts off the guy's legs.
Yeah.
Gets the guy's femur bones and like attaches them to his face as tusks, like surgically attaches them, and he forces him to act like a walrus, this and that, and like he
as if any of the organs would be, or any of the skin would be accepted and all that. But it's it's a movie. It's really creepy.
Whatever. But like he raises this guy as a walrus for a few days, I think a week or two or something. But he does that because the psychomaniac who made the walrus suit out of people's skins, when he was in Antarctica or something, he was saved by a walrus who kept him warm, and then like he didn't think he'd get rescued and he was gonna freeze to death, so he murdered the walrus, slept inside the body, or he wanted to sleep inside the body, but the moment he murdered the walrus, rescue came, and so his like best friend the walrus was murdered for no reason.
Yeah.
So now he kidnaps people, torments them, puts them into those weird walrus costumes, just so that he can relive those final moments with his best friend, the walrus.
And he wants the people to force those people to actually kill him. He wants to get killed.
Fight them. The ultimate goal is so that, because he'll fight them until he either kills them or they kill him. And he wants the walrus to ultimately kill him. So it gets down to it. The walrus guy murders the serial killer who's like obsessed with walruses, and then his like a search party for the walrus guy finally sees him and finds him, and he's like so stuck in the mentality of a walrus
that he's just like
they put him into a zoo. They put him into a zoo, like, and
it's
they give him his own little pen.
And stupid.
Yeah, and like his girlfriend and his like best friend, or his ex-girlfriend and his ex-best friend, visit him at this like weird petting zoo or animal sanctuary. They go above his pen, and what's it called? They throw him a mackerel, and he just eats it. That's like the most humiliating thing ever. Imagine being so traumatized you act like a walrus for the rest of your life, and like the government, the United States government, recognizes you as a walrus, and they put you in an animal sanctuary.
Dang pen,
and your your ex-girlfriend tosses you a fucking mackerel.
It's like a 7 foot by 7 foot pen.
Yeah, right.
It's really like
with a small little like wave pool,
like a hamster, like a little hamster igloo type looking thing, but sized to a walrus.
Walrus.
A walrus.
We watch too many movies for like our own good.
That was a few months ago, dude. I definitely haven't been watching movies lately. I've been busy.
I've been drinking.
No, I have not.
Yeah, we don't endorse the use of alcohol.
The use of alcohol at all.
Yeah, rubbing alcohol.
No mouthwash with alcohol. No
No antiseptics. None of that
no
shit.
No sanitation
devices. Yeah. Fuck being clean. We believe that the dirt Mother Earth gives you is a dirt you should live in.
Yeah.
Duh.
Most importantly, no pink vodka sauce.
No, you like pasta? Fine.
Mm-mm.
You like pasta
even if
with
you cook
pink
it off
vodka sauce? That's bullshit.
Even if you cook off the alcohol, don't care.
You breathe it in. That just doesn't
Before
disappear. It evaporates into your face.
Goes into your brain. Messes with your brain.
You get drunk off of fumes from your pasta.
Yeah, just the smell of it. Yeah.
Like, imagine being that pathetic, huh?
Yeah.
You guys are so entrapped by alcohol. Like us who don't drink it, we're just like a higher form of being. You guys probably smell like poop. Stinky poop.
I agree.
So
all right. Now that we've lowered our subscription count to like 2.
Yeah, right. It's just us two. We're subscribed to our own channel. No, but I tell people that I don't drink at all, and like I'm 20 years old, so like normally to anyone that'd be like, oh, okay, you're underage, that's fine.
No, people would be like,
no. That's what it should be, right? Like you're underage. Yeah. You know that makes sense why you wouldn't drink.
Right.
But when I tell someone, hey, I'm 20 years old, I don't drink, I don't care to drink, it's nothing against people who drink. It's just my own personal preference and like experiences I've had with people who do drink that make me not want to ever drink. You know, that's why I don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I haven't been offered alcohol and stuff and I can't. It's not like I can't get it. It's just like personal preference. Don't want to drink. You know, that's that to me. Right. But then like always the follow-up question is like you're past like sophomore year of high school and you don't get fucked up. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, I always get that question. It's like, why don't you drink? Like, what's up? You know, I was like, what do you mean, what's up? There's nothing up if I don't drink. I just choose not to. And then
it's kind of annoying that people expect it from you.
And then, like, I don't mind. You know, I don't care if someone drinks.
Right.
Like, I always tell, like, if my friends go out to drink, I tell them, like, dog, if you like, if anything, if you guys need anyone to pick you up and because you don't have a ride or you don't have a designated driver, don't hesitate to call me, to talk to me about it, because like I'll go like 5 hours away if I have to just pick up a friend to make sure they're not drinking and driving, you know. And like to me, like the biggest thing is like you should always have someone that you can rely on to at least get you home safely. Like you're a shitty friend if you put someone in that position, but it's like I'd rather you get home, like I'd rather go out of my way to make sure you get home than to have you not get home at all, you know. And like I've never had to do that, but like in the case I do, you know, that's like the biggest thing for me. That's why I don't drink, just so someone knows I always have someone to help them, you know. But whenever I tell someone I don't drink, obviously, so like I said, they give me the question of why don't you drink? That's the answer, and then they're like, "Do you think you're better than people who do drink? Like, do you look down on people who drink?" And I'm like, "Dog, if I go anywhere, like into a big crowd, and I ask, how many of you people drink here? I'm gonna guarantee you 99% of those people are gonna raise their hand. The only reason it's not 100% is because I'd be in that crowd and I would not put my hand up." Yep. Did you just say yep and that's it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
No, you know, and like to me, it's like so irritating when like someone asks, like, "Oh, do you think you're better than someone?" It's like, do I think I'm better than someone because I don't do something they do? I can guarantee you, I don't think I'm better than any NFL player because I don't play football.
Yeah, right.
And they do. I don't think I'm better at football than them.
No, it's like no, that's not it. Because drinking. Because it's in that case, they think that you think drinking is this like terrible thing.
Yeah, and like to me, I wouldn't do it, but it's like if you want to do it, I can't stop you. I don't care. I'm not like if someone drinks uncontrollably and irresponsibly, then yeah, you know, you're a piece of trash. Not because you drink, but because you choose to drink stupidly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, drinking isn't the problem. It's the way you moderate it. To me, you know, and it's like if you glorify it and go like, "Oh my god, I can't wait till the weekend to get fucked up." And to me, that's a problem because it's like now it's like, what if like these young kids, like you know, some young kids who are like little preteens, little kids, and they see you constantly drinking and using that as like a way to like party. Like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like then these kids are gonna think, "Oh, I should get fucked up too because that's the cool thing to do. I should get, you know, hammered at the age of like 12, 13, 14. You know?
I personally don't like that culture. There's like different kinds of alcohol culture where it's like there's like the more refined kind and then there's like the party kind. I'm not into that party kind. It's like so annoying. And it can be really damaging. Actually, and that, you know, that makes me think of in our town recently. We had like a Facebook post of some.
So there's a
pantry.
Facebook page. It's not our town. It's my town. You don't live here.
Oh yeah, whatever.
There was a Facebook page that's like updates for this town. You know, our town, and there was like one of them that said like breaking news. This liquor store gets its liquor license suspended for a month because they found out they were selling alcohol to minors. And then just like you just
and it's like right by the high school.
You see so many dipshit ass motherfuckers from like high school. Like we went to high school with people who graduated before us,
the
past
comments.
us, and it's like a bunch of dumbasses saying like, "Where are we supposed to go now?" And it's like, dog, you're still a fucking teen. Like you're not supposed to go anywhere, dude. And if you do go somewhere, don't post it on Facebook.
Yeah, right.
Like, how
I saw those comments too, and I'm like, are you really dumb enough to post that on Facebook?
Right. It's
on the
and then there's people who think they're funny and they're like, "Bro, this is so selfish of the police department. Like, what the fuck are kids supposed to do for their parties now? How are they supposed to just have like cool get-togethers? Like, think of the kickbacks that they're missing out on. You're ruining these kids like high school.
There's
and it's
plenty of ways to get alcohol.
It's like, dog, you really want to sell? Like, you're really for selling kids alcohol? Like, is that really like what you want to put out there? That you support underage drinking, like."
And then there's like the recklessness of it and the possible
like, I'm not gonna
harm.
I'm not gonna lie.
Caused.
NGL, not gonna lie. Maybe like I don't like. The problem isn't that people are drinking underage for me. It's the fact that they're drinking irresponsibly.
No, yeah, exactly. That is
and
it.
It's like,
and that's why they're trying to regulate it.
You're not drinking because like you wanna drink. You're drinking because you think it's cool. Like so it was the 4th of July recently, right?
Right.
Yesterday. Literally yesterday was the 4th of July. I saw so many stories of so many people with alcohol and all that shit. And you know what they were doing? They weren't drinking it. No, they were using it as like a flex. Because like I'm 20, so my age group is like 18 to 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds sometimes, you know? I don't really know many people older than me, and we haven't reached that point where the people that were like in our year are like 21 yet. But I do know that like I know people who are young and who drink alcohol, you know? And I see on these stories where it's like, oh yeah, 4th of July, gotta get the brewskis.
Yeah.
And these dudes, they were drinking and like they were all like having a race to drink the most, and these bros like fist bump with their solo cups in hand. 90% of the beer spills out, and they drink like 4 drops, and they're like, "Wow, get fucked up!" Like,
yeah,
like dog, would you get fucked up off of like the like the what is it called, the fizz?
the foam.
Yeah, the foam
the
for
beer
the beer,
foam.
like
the barley.
And it's like at that point, they don't care about the alcohol, and it's not about the alcohol.
No,
they just want to do it to be like those party boys,
Yeah, it's about the culture behind it.
It's never about the substance itself. It's about how cool, like what you can do with the substance, and then people don't realize that's what leads to substance abuse.
Mm-hmm.
So these kids, when they're like so dependent on like this alcohol to be like, to get like, they think it's going to give them the best time of their lives. They think they need it, that's going to tell them like later on, like when they're 21 and everyone that they know drinks alcohol, or everyone they know can get alcohol, they're no longer the plug, they're no longer that cool kid who can scoop up the alcohol with their fake ID. Then what do they have? Like, what is it?
Which is really sad, because like
you're
if that's
so dependent on that one thing,
if you're that one
that
dimensional,
one token.
If you're that one dimensional, that's so sad.
And it's like that's how you get those kind of like, I don't know.
Peaked in high school.
Yeah, peaked in high school kind of motherfuckers. You get those Logans in your town.
Those Paul brothers.
It's like Logans, where it's like that one kid who was cool in high school because he got like tattoos, cigars, and like alcohol.
Oh, you're just using Logan as like a general name.
General white kid name, yeah. And then they're the ones who don't move out of the town, They're the Brents, They're the ones who stay in town, and they know that the people that they grew up with are too cool to be like, bro, let's throw a rager today at 35 years old,
I bet that there's a Logan or a Brent. No, I don't bet that, but if you're a
Living
Logan
here.
or a Brent listening to this, we're sorry. Please don't unsubscribe.
Because then that's when you have adults buying liquor for little kids because they want to be that cool adult that all the teenagers hang out with.
There's 2 different types of cool adults. There's the ones that are trying to be cool, and they're letting their kids being reckless, and then those are the adults that allow it but are kind of like the supervisors and make sure everything goes right. I'm into that. I think that's cool.
There's cool adults, and then there's reckless adults.
Yeah.
There's not wannabe cool adults. You're just a reckless asshole at that point. Because like it's those people who are like, oh, I'm 25 years old and like I want to go like to a fucking rager, but like all my friends have like corporate jobs, or like they're working, or they have kids, they have to be responsible, they can't really go out, this and this. But I know these high school kids, these 18 fucking year olds looking for liquor. I can scoop.
They want to relive that or whatever.
They get so asphyxiated on like that whole mentality where it's like, I was the king of the pack, like the leader of the pack,
Yeah.
And now I don't have that because I've just like forced myself to live in this bubble where like alcohol is king, and like if I want to be up there, I gotta get this booze. But now that everyone can get booze, what good am I?
Yeah.
And it's like that's not the case for everyone, because there's like people who like as like kids they went crazy, they drank, went to all those crazy parties, and now they're fully grown adults, and it's like it helps them sympathize with their own kids, and they're like, okay, if you're gonna drink, then I'd rather you do it responsibly at home.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not always a bad thing.
No.
But it's like, you can tell the difference between someone who casually drinks and doesn't like depend on it versus someone who thinks like drinking is their gateway to like
happiness.
Yeah. And that's my beef
fulfillment.
With it. So whenever someone asks me if I think I'm better than people who do drink, obviously for me it's always no.
No.
There's no reason to think that just because you don't do something.
I mean, it looks fun. It looks like it can be a good time.
Yeah, like to me, telling someone that I'm better than them because I don't drink is like someone going up to you saying, "Oh, I'm fucking vegan, so I'm better than you." Like that whole stigma, nothing against vegans though. Like,
except that maybe that's what some of them think.
Yeah.
JK.
No, JK. Like nothing against vegans. I don't.
Lighthearted.
Yeah, whatever. Like, I don't automatically assume because you're
they're probably
vegan,
much healthier than I am, though. To be honest, let's be honest. They're probably better than us.
But like, I don't
on every level.
But like, I don't think that what's it called? You know, you're a douchebag because you're vegan, like whatever the whole stigma with that. But it's like, yeah, just because you make the conscious decision for yourself to not do something that other people do, doesn't make you better than them. You know, like I don't get where where people get that ideology. Maybe because there's a bunch of pretentious assholes that are like, oh, you still eat carbs. Bread pasta. Pasta made of bread. And you're not laughing at that?
That's not hilarious to you?
That's not like the best joke of the fucking century.
You're not raising my self-esteem right now?
You're not gonna give
You're not validating
You're not gonna validate me and everything I am through that one joke.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive, Aubrey.
I'm sensitive, Aubrey.
What's it called? I think right now is a good time to wrap up.
Oh, okay.
Why? Did you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to share?
No, it's just I'm really sad to say bye to our listeners.
I'm just so heartbroken every time I have to end the podcast because
really sad.
This is the most enjoyable thing I have going on. I'm really that pathetic.
Oh my god.
I just really love the audience.
I don't ever want to say goodbye.
I love it so much. I don't actually work on anything for the podcast.
I think that maybe one day they'll talk back.
VR, like oh my god, dude! Imagine if Black Mirror VR. No, but like imagine like one day where it's like you can hop into VR YouTube rooms, and it's like you have people set like everyone with their VR headset. You have like someone like doing a podcast, and they're sitting in like a little podcast area, like the two performers, quote unquote performers, the podcast owners. They're sitting in like a little VR room with their headset on, but they're at home. And then you can just join in with your own VR headset and you go in the audience.
That's so cool. That'd be so cool.
That'd be cute. And like you can see them
and
they
can see
you or whatever.
Oh, come on. They've got to do this kind of stuff in the future.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah. For sure. Would be cool. You know?
Yeah.
But that's not the world we live in yet.
Not yet. It'll happen.
All right. I think it's actually a good time to head on off of this podcast. Well, what do we usually end it with? It's been another episode of the Big Kids Podcast. Your co-host D Money. This is
Julia,
and we'll see you guys on Monday, hopefully with a new episode of the podcast. Have a great weekend.
I miss you guys.
Stay safe on the 5th of July.
On the 5th. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.